Hello students. So today as you seen I have written the topic is percentage. So today our topic is percentage and chapter 8 ICSE. So before we start this percentage chapter I think we should revise whatever we have learned before. Okay. So here you have already learned that what is fraction and we have learned what are the decimals. We also have learned about ratio and proportion. And today our topic is percentage. See why I have written all these things? Let's understand. Fraction. What is a fraction? Do you understand what is a fraction? Yes, a fraction represents the part of the whole. How? See, if this is a whole and we divide it into some parts, like here I have divided it into four parts and I have shaded one part. So we'll say that one out of four. That means all the whole is divided into four parts. Total are four, and out of four, one is shaded, right? Decimals. Now, if we want to represent the same fraction into the decimal, how will you do that? We have learned that to represent anything into decimal, we should have the denominator in the form of zero. Either it should be 10, 100. So how we convert it into 100? 4 multiplied by 25, then it can be converted into 100. Denominator should be in the form of 10, 100,000 something, right? So we have converted into 25 into 4. But here we have a rule that if we have to multiply a denominator by a number, we have to multiply the same number with the numerator also. So here we will multiply the numerator also with 25. The answer will become 25 upon 100 and the decimal is 0.25. Right? So 1 by 4 is also called 0.25. Now, what is the ratio? What is the ratio? Ratio is something different. Here we will not represent the part of whole. Here what we will represent? Let's write a little bit here. Okay. So for example, in a class there are 10 students, but out of 10, 6 are girls and 4 are boys. So how we will write? We will write 6 are girls and 4 are boys. So here you will see that in ratio, we will not write the whole. What is the whole? The whole number of students are 10. But here we are comparing. Okay, so here the comparison and both the numbers are individually represent, they do not represent the whole. So what is a whole? If we want to write in the form of ratio, in the form of fraction, then we will write 6 girls out of 10, because whole is 6 plus 4. 6 girls and 4 boys and 10 are the total students. And simply if we want to represent it boys, number of boys, then 4 out of 10 are boys. Right? So this is the ratio. And then now the fourth part is we are going to learn today, that is percentage. So like in fraction, here there are very much similarity between the fraction and the percentage. Let's understand it. Okay, I'm removing all these things. In fraction, we divide one whole part into any number of parts, right? So if I will divide one square into 100 parts, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is divided into 10 parts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means these are the 100 boxes, right? And if I will shade here 4 parts, so what it represents? It represents 4 out of 100, right? So what is the percentage? Percentage is when we count any number out of 100. Numerator is divided by 100 and the sign is used as 4%. So this sign is called percent. Okay. Now let's understand what is the meaning of percent. Here, per means 1, cent means 100, right? So per 100, how many per 100? How to convert a fraction. How to convert a fraction into percentage. Okay, so before we start learning how to convert it, first I would like you to quickly write a note, a rule. So I'm writing rule numbers here, and you will write in some box rule number 1. So to convert any fraction into percentage, what is the rule? Multiply the fraction by 100 and add the sign of percentage. Right? Again, let's revise the rule. Multiply the fraction by 100 and add the sign of percentage. Again, multiply the fraction by 100 and add the sign of percentage. For example, 4 upon 5. What is this? Fraction, 4 out of 5. Now, how to convert into percentage? Multiply it by 100 and add the sign of percentage. Remember the rule? Okay, now solve it. How? You need to know, you remember that how to cancel it out? 5 ones are, 5 twos are. So it's 0, 20. So what is the answer? 4 into 20%, and the answer is 80%, right? Don't forget to write the steps. Don't eat it up. Okay, you have to write each and every step. First step, add the 100 and percentage sign. Second step, cancel it out and write the second answer. Then again the answer by solving the second step. Okay, simply. Now again solve the second question here. Let's take the question from your book now, exercise 8.1, and I'm taking the question here, question number 4, 7 upon 25. So what is the rule? Multiply it by 100 and add the sign of percent. Now 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. What is the answer here? 7. Don't forget to write each and every step. Okay, 7 fours are 28, 28%. Easy. Easy how to convert a fraction into percentage. The rule is multiply the fraction by 100 and add the sign of percentage. Now we'll take another question. I hope you have written along with me. So I'm just erasing these sums. And second, we will learn that convert a decimal. So the second question is convert a decimal into the fraction. Second type. Second type is convert a decimal into the percentage. Now let's take the decimal sums, right? The easiest one is 0.36, right? Now convert it into decimal. I've not told you the rule. Okay, first of all, quickly write the rule. Rule number 2. What is the rule number 2? Rule number 2 is converting a decimal into fraction. What is the rule? So the rule is you have to, again the same rule, because we are going to change into percentage. So rule is same. Just in case of decimals, we need to change the decimal into fraction and then apply rule number 1. And then apply rule number 1. Okay. So 0.36, what you will do first? First, you need to change the decimal into fraction. Can you do that? Easy. In last chapter, we have learned how to convert the decimal into fraction. Very easy. We need to just count the digits after the decimals. Okay. So what is the number here? 036 means 36. So first we will write the 36 here. And then what will come into the denominator? What is the denominator here? How many digits? 1, 2. So 100. So it is 36 out of 100. Right? Now we have to convert into the percentage. And what is the rule of the percentage? Multiply the fraction by 100 and add the sign of percentage. So multiply it by 100, add the sign of percentage. 100 is cancelled from 100. The answer is 36%. Okay, so do one more sum for me. Let's try quickly. Yeah, it is not written in your book, but you need to do the practice for these sums also. If there is a decimal number is given that has only one digit, how will you solve that? You need to just remember the rule of the fraction chapter, how to convert a fraction, how to convert a decimal into the fraction. How to convert? We have to write whatever the number is here. What is the number? 7. Now, how many digits, how many zeros we have to write as a denominator? It is equal to the number of digits after the decimal. भैया बड़ा सिंपल सा है, डेसिमल के बाद जितने डिजिट होंगे उतने जीरोस आप लगाएंगे नीचे, राइट? तो यहाँ पर क्या लगेगा? 0.7 means 10. So this is we have converted into the fraction. Now what is the next step? Multiply it by 100 and add the sign of percentage. Done? 0 से 0 कट गई, 70%. You can write, I have forgot to write the second step. What is the second step? 7 into 10% and the answer is 70%. Don't forget, don't miss any steps. Each steps gives you the marks. Okay, so marking scheme is according to our steps. If it is a 1 mark question, half mark for here, half mark here, and then you will get the full 1 mark. Okay, so don't miss the steps. So now we have done the question number 1 and 2. Sorry, question number 1 and 2 types of questions here. How to convert a fraction or the decimal into the percentage. Now I am erasing it and we are going to do the third type of this chapter. What is the third type? Yes. On page number 139. On page number 139, exercise 8.1. Question number 2, convert each of the following percentages into the fraction in the lowest term. So now the third type we will learn how to convert percentages into the lowest term. Do you understand what is the lowest term? Remember we did it in the 5th grade also. Yes. Have you written these rules? Rule number 1, rule number 2? So I'm erasing it. If you have not written, you can go back to the video, pause it and write it down. And because now this rule was different, and for this kind of question where we are converting percentage into the lowest term, the rule is different. So first of all, you will write the rule. जल्दी से लिख लीजिए क्योंकि बिना रूल के आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं कर पाएंगे, ठीक है? तो रूल नंबर 3 is convert percentages into the lowest term. What is the rule here? Divide the number by 100 and remove or deduct the sign of, remove the sign of percentage. Okay. See, जब हमने परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट करना था तो हमें परसेंटेज का साइन ऐड करना था. जब हमें परसेंट से फ्रैक्शन में जाना है तो हमने परसेंटेज का साइन को रिमूव करना है, उस साइन को हटाना है. सो व्हाट इज द रूल हियर? You have to divide that number by 100 and remove the sign. Let's see how. So let's take the simple example 8%. You have given the sign of percent. In previous questions, you were not given the sign of percentage. Okay. So here you need to convert the percentages into the lowest term. So what is the rule? Again, read the rule and do the sum. Divide the number by 100. So this number 8, divided it by 100 and remove the sign of percentage, and this sign will not come. Basically what we have done, this 100 means, if we remember, we call it 800, means 8 out of 100, right? So what we are doing, instead of percentage sign, we have put 100 as a denominator, right? So 8% means 8 upon 100. Now we have to convert this fraction into lowest term. And how to solve the lowest term? We did it. How? We should remember all the divisibility rules if you want to have a good grip on over it. अगर आपके ये वाले स्किल्स अच्छे चाहते हैं आप, तो आपको डिविजिबिलिटी के रूल टिप्स पे होने चाहिए. How to, which numbers can be divided by 2, which numbers can be divided by 3. So what is the rule? If the last digit is even number, then both the numbers can be divided by 2, is divisible by 2, right? And if the last two digits is divisible by 4, two zeros at last, it is divisible by 4, and 8 is also divisible by 4. So it is your choice that you want to divide it by 2 or 4. Okay, so let's do how. Let's divide it by 2 first for the students who don't know the long divisions. Okay, so 2 fours are and 2 fives are, 2 zeros are, right? So what answer will come here? 4 upon 50. Now again you can apply the rules until and unless it is not divisible. Okay, until unless it will not convert it into lowest term. 4 even number, 0 is the even number, both are the even numbers, so it is divided by again 2. So 2 twos are and 25. So what is the answer? 2 upon 25. But if you are good in the divisibility rules, you can see here that both the numbers are going from 4 also. It's divisible by 4 also, right? Now let's take another example. 11. I'm taking all the typical example, the easy questions you will do your own. Okay, you will solve it your own. So I'm taking now different sum. Here mixed fraction is giving. Did you remember what are the mixed fractions? How to convert that into the improper fraction? Yes, wherever the numerator is greater than the denominator, that is called improper fraction. Okay, so this is a mixed fraction, and first we need to solve it into the fraction. So how to solve this? 12 twos are 24, add the numerator 25. Remember, or should I revise this? 12 upon 1 by 2. 12 is a whole number. 12 multiplied by 2 plus 1. Right? So it is 24 plus 1, that is 25. Okay? And the denominator will remain same. So it is 25 by 2. Okay? So now what is the rule here? How to convert the percent into lowest term? Divide the number by 100 and remove the sign of percentage. So divide the number by 100 and remove the sign of percentage. Done? Easy. So first you need to convert this mixed number into the fraction. Then you will divide it by 100 and remove the sign of percentage. Now cancel it out. 25 ones are 25 fours are. Answer is 1 upon 2 into 4, and the answer is 1 upon 8. Right? Okay. So this is the third type of question. Now I want that you should solve one question, 6.14%. See whether it is a written whole number, it is written in fraction, it is written in decimal. You should remember the basic rule. What is the basic rule? Whole number, simply write the number. Fraction, convert it. If it is a mixed fraction, you need to convert it. Okay? And if this is a decimal, then again you need to remove the decimal. And what is the rule of decimal? Removing the decimal? 64, write it first. Okay? Then after decimal, how many digits are here? Yes, how many digits? 1 digit. So how many zeros will come under the 64? 1 0. Okay, so it is 10. Okay, now what is the rule to convert the percent into lowest? Divide the number by 100. So I am dividing it by 100 and removing the sign of percentage, right? So what will the answer? What will be the answer now? 2 fives are, 2 threes are, 2 twos are. So it is 32. If anything is cancelled out, yes, again. Now, sorry, yeah, I'll cut it here. 32, 5 into 100. Now again, these two are the even numbers, so it can be cancelled out with again with the table of 2, 16 and 50. Now 16, 5 into 50. Now again we can cancel it out by 2 table. 2 eights are 225. Anything again can be cancelled out. 8 is an even number. 5 and 25 is not the even numbers. Okay. So now we cannot cancel it out. Answer is 8 upon 125.